So apparently this lady thinks that the real life is the Instagram comment section, and she thought of extending such disgusting comments, especially in 2025. Let's take a look.
Bet I won't find out where you stay, bitch. You got me up. Sitting here, going into the party, asking if you good. You been staring at me
with your fake ass eyelashes.
I don't
get out of my face, you nigga.
I'm sitting here calling you a nigga because you want me to put hands on you so bad, you racist. I'm sitting here going into the party asking if you good.
Natasha Chand seems to not want to be working at Bank of the West much longer, that she thought it was okay to say this to a black woman over a parking spot. Ma'am, what? You willing to risk your livelihood over a parking spot? I don't know that Bank of the West is going to be able to keep you on the payroll with that kind of behavior, seeing as it's a bank and all. That does not look good. It don't look good for you there, dear. Are on the cusp, if we're not already deep in a recession, and doing things like this to no longer have income. I don't know if that's going to be approved, dear. Them walking papers, they seem to be coming. They seem to be coming left and right. If you don't want to be employed, just say that. Just say that. I mean, it will be much easier for you to just say, I don't want my job. Because why would you think this would be appropriate? Over a parking spot at that. It's never appropriate. But over a parking spot? Ma'am, really? Oh, child, I don't understand why you would think that using racial slurs are beneficial to the situation, but over a parking spot that don't belong to you? I commend this lady that had to deal with this for reminding her this is what you want. You want me to get out of control, but I got it. Top tier response for letting her know you have control of your emotions, even though she does not. That is such a beautiful way to get back at people. Let them know you are emotionally regulated, and then record them being unemotionally regulated. That's a beautiful, beautiful outcome for her. And you getting your walking papers because Bank of the West can no longer employ you. I mean, hey, it sounds like a win-win to me. I'm sure you won't do that one again, okay? Yeah.
We've all seen the video of the woman in America, I think her name is Natasha, the South Asian woman, calling the black woman the N-word. Not just once, not just twice, but multiple times. That video is gross. I feel so sorry for that black woman because no one deserves that sort of behavior towards themselves. And hopefully that lady Natasha is going to be found and held responsible for her nasty behavior. That behavior is uncalled for. But someone that's lived in the UK, East London side of the UK, London, I've witnessed this so many times. I lost count. I've witnessed this so many times that I've lost count. I've had some people from the South Asian community call me the N-word, call me terms like Kalu and stuff like that. And this is not saying people from the South Asian community are racist. No, that's far from the truth. There are a few of them that utilize racist words, but majority of them are just good, caring people that just get about with the day. I've actually had people that I used to be close with, call friends and stuff like that, that I stopped having relationship with because they did not want to respect my boundary of not being referred to with the N-word or the word Kalu or whatever else. It's the reality. It's the reality. This is nothing new. Hopefully that lady learns her lesson because she needs to learn a very, very big lesson.
Okay, y'all. So did y'all see that video of a black woman and an Indian woman getting into it? They was arguing back and forth in the Walmart parking lot. And the Indian woman was, I think it was a Walmart parking lot. I don't know. Don't quote me. But they was going back and forth. But the Indian woman was calling the black woman with the hard R. And she just kept calling her that over and over and over again. And, so now the Indians is racist. And they don't like black people. So that's what we're talking about here. So now they got a problem with black people. And you know what? You know what I think? I think that other ethnicities, because I'm not going to say other races because we're all humans, supposed to be. But I think other ethnicities that call black people the hard R think that they are YT. They classify themselves probably as YT. They feel like the YT people, they feel like they're one of them. And so, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because how are you as an Indian woman, which is a person of color, going to call a black person the hard R? It would have to be because you think that you're YT. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even really, you know what? Yeah.
Natasha Chand is a woman from Pinole, California who is going viral for all the wrong reasons. Natasha Chand was sitting in her car in front of a diner that Jocelyn Garcia and her twin sister exited. They got into a verbal argument, and Jocelyn Garcia was then arguing with Natasha Chand about getting into a fight. Natasha Chand then went on a rant and hurled the N-word around 9 times, emphasizing the ER at the end of the word. And she was continuously saying this word while she was throwing around other comments, other derogatory marks. And that's when they began recording her when she started using the N-word. So it's actually unclear how many times she said it off camera. Now, I think it's important to note that Natasha Chand is also a woman of color. She is of Indian descent. I mean, it wouldn't be okay even if it was a Caucasian person or, another person of color who was hurling this hatred towards another person. But just to make this even worse. And it seems like Natasha's got quite a rap sheet. She was just arrested in February for shoplifting from an Ulta beauty store. And now she's being charged with a hate crime, and as she should. Now, I know people are going to come out of the woodworks talking about how she's got a mental illness or there's something going on. She's going through something. There is never an excuse to be such a hateful person. And of course, her social media accounts are closed now because she knows that once this video gets released, people are going to come looking for her. I really don't know why the racists have all of a sudden become so emboldened that they think they can go around throwing slurs around as if they mean nothing and as if there will be no consequences. I hope Natasha gets fully penalized to the fullest extent of the law as she deserves.
So by now we've all seen that video of that South Asian woman screaming the N-word at the top of her lungs. She said the word like 9 times in the matter of 60 seconds. As a South Asian myself, I watched that video and I was disgusted, but I was not surprised. Because if you're South Asian, you know at least one person in your vicinity or like outer circle that happily says the N-word like it's their God-given right. And those are the type of people, if you ever try to confront them, they will do everything but take responsibility. I remember one time at a family function, I was trying to tell somebody that they shouldn't be saying the N-word. They then made up a rumor about me and spread it throughout the whole community. So I'm not gonna lie, ever since then, I've always stayed away from people like that, but I do feel like as the sane ones in our community, we have a responsibility to make these people feel ashamed of their actions, especially because they go out and make us look bad. This is not what our community represents. We are so much better and smarter than this. It's honestly disgusting to see that people in 2025 will continue to say this stuff. So yeah, consider this my official petition to kick these people out of the group. If you know somebody like this, stop calling them, stop inviting them to your parties or whatever the heck. Make them feel ashamed for their actions.
You all know that if you want Black people to stand in solidarity with you, that you shouldn't be racist towards us. Now, granted, I'm one of the Black people who doesn't care if you're racist towards me. I'll still always stand with the cause because it is the right thing to do. But if you haven't noticed, Black people have a lot of causes on our plates that happen to Black people that other people don't stand in solidarity with us to combat. So when you are then racist towards us, many Black people will just be like, okay, let me just focus on what I got going on over there, because there's also a lot on our plates that we could just fully focus on instead. Instead, you want to say everything to Black people and still have Black people just being like, it's fine, I'll just sit here and not say a word. Black people are our greatest allies because they understand what it's like to be oppressed. Sounds like you're describing a dog that works and works and works and works and works. A loyal dog that never goes anywhere and just does whatever you want it to do. And unfortunately, that's a lot of how y'all see Black people. And thank you for telling us. Thank you for letting us know.